It's CreezOn. Welcome to the U Army, because you are me. And this channel is for warriors of truth and self-mastery. Today, I want to talk about how to never be embarrassed. Because we're all embarrassed to some degree at certain times in life. We're all insecure, and it's a mindset. And the great thing about the mind is that it's malleable. Like, you can change the way you think, which then will alter the way you feel and will alter the way you present yourself and the way that people see you. So I think it's important to understand the power of perception. And we're gonna talk about how to never be embarrassed. The first point I like to mention when it comes to this topic is the fact that you're only embarrassed when you find it embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? So it's about knowing yourself, because, like, for example, if I trip over in the street, it's obviously gonna cause that feeling of like, oh crap, you saw me, bro. Like, yo, that's, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, everyone can trip over in the street. No one's always like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, no one's always like quote unquote perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. And even if you try to be quote unquote perfect, you can still be ridiculed. Like, we have this social media, the trolls, like, you know what I mean? Like, people get trolled nowadays, you get me, like, for doing nothing wrong. Like, someone could just edit your voice or edit, you know what I'm saying, make an AI version of you doing some madness. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's void or immune to being ridiculed. So then it comes down to knowing yourself. Like, be grounded in what you know yourself to be. Like, I know what I am and I know what I'm not. And I know that because I'm me. You don't know that. You don't know me. You know what I'm trying to say? So, not in a kind of offended way, but in a way of, you know what? I know myself, so I'm not embarrassed. Be able to laugh at yourself. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, obviously, don't be a clown. Like, take yourself seriously, but like, know yourself well enough to know that you are not affected when someone else tries to ridicule you, because, you know what I'm trying to say, it's only ridiculous if you are ridiculous. So remember that you are the power. Like, you need to take yourself seriously. You know what I'm trying to say? But not too serious that you feel as though you have to combat when someone tells you you're something you already know you're not. Does that make sense? Now, I want to move on to the next point. It takes time. Like, you see, developing mindsets here, it takes time, bro. Like, it's not like one day you just think, or like one day you hear this video and you're perfect in a sense of you. There's no perfection, but in a sense of you have mastered your thought patterns and like being able to be confident in yourself. Like, nah, it doesn't work like that. It's more that, you just keep consistently trying. Whenever you feel that embarrassment, just remember that you're in control of how you feel. And the more you do it, the more it becomes second nature to you. So just take time and allow it to be a practice that starts to become normal after a certain amount of time. And furthermore, you buying into it is you being affected. Like, don't buy into it. Like, if someone tries to embarrass you, yeah, like, you don't have to even buy into that. Like, you don't have to react. Or if you do react, you can just give me a smile. Like, you don't have to feed it. Like, like, more fire creates more fire. Like, if you like react to it, it will create like more. So why don't you just create less by giving a minimal response? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So the less is more sometimes. Less is more sometimes. And speaking of more, you are more than whatever is being said about you. You are more than the mistake you made. Like, you are more than the embarrassing feeling. Like, we are much more than that. We are the feeling that's experiencing it. Like, that's way more than the feeling itself, because the feeling doesn't exist without something feeling it, and we are the feeling that's feeling it. So I know I'm going a bit complex, but on a real, like, we are more than that. So always remember that. But yeah, like, if you know you're not what they're saying you are? Why are you allowing it to affect you? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, know yourself. That's the biggest lesson of this video. Just know yourself and you'll never ever be embarrassed. A saying that was said to me that's always stuck with me, is pain is resistance and resistance is pain. So what I mean by that is when you resist something, that creates pain. Like, obviously, if I pinch myself, it's gonna hurt. But if I liked the feeling of being pinched, genuinely, I love that feeling. It wouldn't hurt. Like, let me think of another example. Like Mario and Bowser, If Mario went to Bowser's castle and him and Bowser rated each other, there would be no fight. It's the resistance that causes the pain. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's always resistance. Like, even when you resist against something, that causes the pain. It's friction that causes pain. So if you have resistance against what happened, you know what I'm trying to say, like the situation that happened that caused embarrassment, then that's what's gonna cause the embarrassment, aka the painful feeling. So pain is resistance and resistance is pain. So know when to stop resisting and just embrace the moment, embrace yourself, embrace the imperfection. You know what I'm trying to say? Because imperfection is perfection. There is no such thing as perfection. Perfection is a concept that no one can even grasp. Like, imperfection is perfect because it includes everything. You know what I'm trying to say? So just love yourself and love everything you do, and then you'll become a master at everything you do because you'll allow yourself to tap into that flow state. A flow state is when nothing's interrupting your process. You know what I'm trying to say? An interruption comes in the form of thoughts that aren't serving the present moment of what you're doing. So it's other things you're thinking about, but you should just be thinking about the one thing. So when you embrace whatever you're doing and everything that's happening in the moment, you won't be embarrassed because you're just not allowing the thoughts, the intrusive thoughts to get in. Just embrace it. You know what I'm gonna say? If I trip over, safe, and keep walking. But I've over-explained. But this is how to never be embarrassed. Yo, it's been CreezOn, and I hope you found value in this video. If you did, subscribe, like, comment. This is the U Army.